Hi guys, in this video we are going to see polymorphism in Python. So the word polymorphism means many forms, and in programming it refers to methods, functions, operators with the same name that can be executed on many objects or classes. For example, in Python we have a function name like length in Python, and now if we want to use that function with the string, like if I have a variable x and save it like hello world, a string to it, and now what I want is I want to use that function with uh, to for that variable. Now it will going to return the number of characters of my string. There are 11 characters, and now again if I use that function for a list like this, and now if I use that function for that list, it will going to return me the total items of that list. So if I save it and now if I run it, you will see there are two items in my list. And also if I use that function for my dictionary, here if I have that this dict and I use that length function for my dictionary, now it will going to return me the total number of key value pairs. So function, the same function of Python that we are using on different operators with the operators and methods with the same name, that is called the polymorphism. So now look at the polymorphism in classes. Just remove that. So for example, we are going to create a class car and another class boat and plane. So I will just show you. So here, if you see, we have a class car and then we initialize it in our class method, and after that we have a method move that print drive. So we have a brand and model for our car class, and also for our class boat we initialized it and have a move method that will say sail because it's boat, and after that we have a class plane and have a method move fly. So there are three methods with the same name in different classes. So now if we create objects of that classes, car1 will create a car object and boat1 will boat object and plane1 will create a plane object. So these three different objects that we have created from three different clouds. And now if I loop through all the objects, like for x in car1 and boat1 and plane1, and then I just say that x dot move, I just access that move method in a single operation. If I run that, it will going to print me three different moves for every class. So this is the polymorphism where I use the same name in all the classes, but it will going to print me three different states of that classes. So let's look an example with the inheritance class polymorphism. Like if we use the example above and make a parent class called vehicle and make car, boat, plane child classes of vehicle, the child classes inherits the vehicle method but can override them. For example, now we are going to create a vehicle class. So if I just remove that, so here we have a vehicle class and our car, boat, and plane classes are child classes of that vehicle class because we have inherited that vehicle class. So in vehicle, we have initialized our brand and model, and we have a method move that will print only move. So in class car, we don't have any other method with the same name move. So it will going to use the inheritance that this and print that move when we are going to access that method with the object of that car class. And in board we have another method move. Now it will going to override that method because we have defined our own move method in that and that have the same name as above. And also for plane it will going to override that move method. So look at the example. We have created a car1 object, boat1, plane1 as the previous example, and now we are going to loop through all the objects. So let's remove that x dot move, and rather than that, what we are going to say is first print x dot brand, and now print x dot model. So we are accessing that brand and model, and after that we are going to say x dot move. So now we are looping through all objects brand, model, and move. Here we have set it our brand and model. So for each object, so let's see, just save it and run it, and now you will going to see that our here Ford model brand is Mustang and the method is move. So that's because we have not defined any our own method in our class car, and just we are inheriting the vehicle, the parent class, and it will going to use all the methods and properties of that class. But for our boat, we have defined a method with the same name move and printing that sail. Now it will going to override that move method of our parent class and will going to show us that sail. And after that, for Boeing, it will showing us fly. So that's how inheritance class polymorphism work. So child classes inherits the properties and methods from the parent class, and car class is empty. Here this is empty, but it inherits the brand and model and move from vehicle class. So but the boat and plane class, that will only inherit the brand and model but not the move method because we have defined our own move method in our boat and plane class. So that's it guys.